To our YouTube news channel. Our mission is to keep you informed about the latest global events that matter. Today, we will be shedding light on a topic that has been making headlines lately: the planned supply of weapons to Russia and Ukraine by foreign countries. This development has the potential to significantly impact the ongoing conflict in the region and the balance of power between the two nations. Our team of reporters has been diligently tracking this story and has gathered exclusive insights and analysis from leading experts in the field. We invite you to join us as we dive deeper into this complex issue and provide you with the most current and relevant information on this rapidly evolving situation. Serbia leader denies country sent weapons to Ukraine. Reports from foreign media suggest that Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić denied allegations made in a leaked Pentagon report stating that Serbia had agreed to provide arms to Ukraine. Vučić reportedly told reporters that Serbia has not and will not export weapons to Ukraine, nor send ammunition to Ukraine or Russia. He added that there is no evidence to support such claims. The leaked report is said to be a summary of European governments' responses to Ukraine's requests for military training and lethal aid. Serbian Defense Minister Milos Vučević also rejected the allegations, stating that his country has not and will not sell weapons to either Ukraine or Russia. Despite being a traditional ally of Russia, Serbia has backed several United Nations resolutions against Russia over its invasion of Ukraine. While it has not joined Western sanctions against Moscow, it aspires to join the European Union. The allegations made in the leaked Pentagon report have been met with strong denials from Serbian officials, including President Vučić and Defense Minister Vučević. The report alleged that Serbia had agreed to supply arms to Ukraine or had already done so. However, there is no independent verification of the report's authenticity. Serbia has a historically close relationship with Russia, but it has also been vocal in condemning Russia's actions in Ukraine. The country has backed several United Nations resolutions against Russia's annexation of Crimea and its involvement in the conflict in eastern Ukraine. Despite its close ties to Russia, Serbia has expressed a desire to join the European Union, and it has taken steps to align itself with EU policies. For example, it has signed a Stabilization and Association Agreement with the EU, and it has implemented a number of economic and political reforms in order to meet EU membership criteria. Overall, the allegations made in the leaked Pentagon report have been met with strong denials from Serbia, and there is no concrete evidence to support the claims. The situation highlights the complex geopolitical dynamics at play in the region as Serbia navigates its relationships with both Russia and the EU. Poland to supply Ukraine with more fighter jets as Berlin approves re-export of East Germany stocks. Poland has recently been given the green light from Germany to re-export Soviet-era MiG-29 fighter jets to Ukraine, with around 20 of these jets to be supplied. The Polish government had earlier committed to delivering 14 MiG-29s to Ukraine, 4 of which have already been sent. With this latest approval, it is likely that the remaining 12 will also be sent. Slovakia has already delivered 4 of its MiG-29s to Ukraine, with the government having approved 13. However, Ukraine's Air Force spokesperson, Yuri Ihnat, has downplayed the impact of these transfers, stating that they are unlikely to be a game-changer at the front. Despite these efforts to boost Ukraine's air power, Kyiv has been seeking the approval of Western allies to transfer US-made F-16 fighter jets, which it believes are needed to support offensive operations and protect against Russian attacks. Although no country has approved the transfer of these jets so far, no country has ruled out providing Ukraine with F-16s either. The transfer of Soviet-era MiG-29 fighter jets from Poland and Slovakia to Ukraine represents a significant boost to Ukraine's air power, although it is not expected to dramatically alter the balance of power in the ongoing conflict with Russia. Ukrainian officials have been pushing for the transfer of more advanced Western-made fighter jets, such as the F-16, which would provide greater capabilities and protection against Russian aggression. The transfer of the MiG-29s is seen as a positive step in strengthening Ukraine's defense capabilities and enhancing its ability to deter Russian aggression. However, analysts note that these planes are outdated and require significant upgrades to be effective in modern combat situations. The ongoing conflict in Ukraine, which began in 2014 after Russia annexed Crimea, has been marked by significant military activity, including airstrikes and ground battles. The transfer of these fighter jets represents a further escalation in the conflict, and many are concerned that it could lead to an even more dangerous situation. Despite the challenges facing Ukraine, the country has continued to receive support from the international community, with many countries providing financial and military aid to help bolster its defenses. The transfer of the MiG-29s is just one example of this ongoing support, and it highlights the commitment of Ukraine's allies to helping the country defend itself against Russian aggression. The Mikoyan MiG-29 is a twin-engine, fourth-generation jet fighter aircraft designed in the Soviet Union. It was first introduced in 1982 and is widely used by air forces around the world. The MiG-29 was designed primarily to engage in aerial combat, but it can also perform ground attack missions with the use of precision-guided munitions. The aircraft is known for its impressive agility, advanced avionics, and high-performance engines. It has a top speed of around 2,400 kilometers per hour, 1,491 miles per hour, and a service ceiling of over 18,000 meters, 59,000 feet. It is armed with a range of air-to-air missiles, as well as air-to-ground missiles, bombs, and rockets. The MiG-29 has seen action in a number of conflicts around the world, including the Gulf War, the Yugoslav Wars, and the Syrian Civil War. It has also been exported to a number of countries, including India, Iran, and Syria, among others. Despite its advanced capabilities, the MiG-29 has some limitations. Its range is somewhat limited compared to other modern fighter aircraft, and it requires frequent maintenance to keep it in top condition. Additionally, some versions of the MiG-29 are not equipped with advanced radar or avionics systems, making them less effective in certain combat situations. Overall, the MiG-29 is a highly capable fighter aircraft that has been used in a variety of combat situations around the world. While it has some limitations, it remains an important part of many air forces' arsenals. During the conflict in Ukraine, both the Ukrainian Air Force and the Russian Air Force have used a variety of aircraft. The Ukrainian Air Force has relied primarily on older Soviet-era aircraft, including the MiG-29, Su-24, and Su-25, while the Russian Air Force has used more modern aircraft, such as the Su-30 and Su-34. In terms of performance, the Russian aircraft are generally considered to be superior to the Ukrainian aircraft. The Su-30 and Su-34, for example, are both more advanced than the MiG-29 and Su-24, with longer ranges and more advanced avionics systems. Additionally, the Su-30 and Su-34 are both multi-role aircraft, capable of engaging in air-to-air combat as well as ground attack missions, while the MiG-29 and Su-24 are primarily designed for air-to-air and ground attack missions, respectively. However, the Ukrainian Air Force has been able to effectively use its older aircraft by relying on tactics such as hit-and-run attacks and avoiding direct confrontation with the more advanced Russian aircraft. Additionally, the Ukrainian Air Force has been able to upgrade some of its older aircraft with modern avionics systems, which has helped to improve their effectiveness. Overall, while the Russian aircraft used in the conflict in Ukraine are generally considered to be superior to the Ukrainian aircraft, the Ukrainian Air Force has been able to effectively use its older aircraft by relying on tactics and upgrades. It is important to note that the Ukrainian Air Force has faced significant challenges in the conflict in Ukraine due to the fact that it is a relatively small force and has limited resources. The conflict has also highlighted the need for Ukraine to modernize its military and acquire more advanced weaponry. One area where Ukraine has made progress is in upgrading its existing aircraft. In addition to upgrading its MiG-29s with modern avionics systems, Ukraine has also upgraded some of its Su-25 ground attack aircraft with modern electronics and weapons. These upgrades have helped to improve the effectiveness of Ukraine's air power. Write your thoughts in the comments. Your opinion is very important to me. Also subscribe if you are ready to be aware of recent military news.